For the purpose of critique, review, and education, and under the Free Use Act of 1976, I believe it is, this is the Nerdlings podcast on the Shiny Squirrel Podcast Network. And I'm WC Chronicles, and you can call me Wayne or whatever. And as usual, on the phone is none other. What name are you going by this week?
Just Mike. Just Mike. Because can I tell you something? I'm back at Florida, Hard Rock, Fort Lauderdale, and it's a crazy ride what I do for a living, which is tutorials on video poker.
Okay, tutorials. Okay, Just Mike, I guess that works. All right, so before we jump into Name That Tune, our game that we've been playing every week, we've been doing this podcast for about 8 years now, or something like that, in that neighborhood. Correct or incorrect?
Yeah, and you know what the thing is? It is 8 years. Correct.
Pretty much, yes. And we always talk about, because the podcast is called the Nerdlings, but it's on the Shiny Squirrel Podcast. It's all the same good stuff. The thing is, we've always backed up, and when we've come across a really good artist or someone who's a musician who does real music, no auto-tune, no over-the-top with AI, hocus pocus, hickory dickory trickery, we have focused on them. We've talked to them. We've interviewed. Remember Bella Elise back in about 2018? We interviewed her a couple times on the air on our podcast.
You had the guy with the drums. He passed away.
Sandy Nelson. Yeah, we had Phil Fang Volk. Yeah.
We had Brad Garrett No, not the Brad Garrett impersonator. What was the guy's name?
I can't remember his name, but the Neil Diamond impersonator here in Vegas.
Neil Diamond impersonator, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, there is a new group that I want to focus on that needs to throw. They deserve a shout out, and they deserve some attention. They deserve some hype. They do.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that. I failed my homework yesterday because I'm out and about on the road. I'm being a bad little boy. No nibbling.
That's okay. That's all right. So there is this group coming out of what I believe is Yorkshire, England, Britain, UK, however you want to call it. And they are called the Duchy Darlings. All right? 3 female voices. 3 female voices have come together, and they have a great theme. They have they got a great gimmick going. They have got a, what do you call it, a hook for what they are doing. They have taken a song that is 83 years old and literally have declared it their own again. They have.
Nice. Are they allowed to do that?
I believe, yeah, you can do that. You can do that with music, because music,
nice.
As long as you follow the rights of your country, county, city, state, whatever, you can do that.
Yeah,
you can do that. Because we've always, I think early on we've always talked, growing up in the 80s like we did, we had the Bangles, we had the Go-Go's, we had Wilson and Phillips, we had great girl groups at a time coming out. Bananarama, yeah, one of our favorites, Bananarama, yes, all of those girl groups, female groups, that just really kind of dominated the 80s for that period. And they still do dominate. They're out there touring and stuff. I think the Go-Go's just got accepted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I believe.
I just saw, like I said last week, one of the iconic rockers who has the first time in history for female group and for female artists in a group and personal, Stevie Nicks. It is amazing. That
is value right there. That is hardcore value right there.
It is.
And when you have musicians who are not using AI or using electronic drum machines and looping and over-the-top whatever, electronics, and just using their own real voices, that needs to be the music that we should go to today, all right? So, let me tell you a little bit about this. All right, so we live in some terrible freaking times right now, correct or incorrect?
Oh, you're right there. Right there.
Yeah, you go through the news, the social media, whatever. There doesn't seem to be a bright spot, okay? All right? Every artist, every content is like just a cannibal onto someone else. But this started coming across the Shiny Squirrel podcast feeds and in Instagram and on the Facebook, and it was all of a sudden this little bright light that shined on. There was no controversy. There was no it was just sunshine and happiness. Okay, that's how I'm going to describe it. Sunshine and happiness with this particular song that this group, this trio of singers has done. The Duchy Darlings, as they are called and referred to. That's the name of their group. Okay. So, what's that?
Duchy Darlings.
Yep, and it's D-U-C-H-Y, Duchy Darlings. They're British, so they spell it that way. Duchy Darlings.
I'm saying D-D, if you remember, like initials, real fast, because as I remember things cut and dry, executed fast possible. D-D, Duchy Darlings.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. So let me play you. I want to play. This is a 2 minute 35-second song. I got to play you the whole thing because you got to hear this. This is their voices doing this. All right. This is such a great song. You're gonna love this. Here we roll.
Was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft, and then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow his bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band, and now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly-addle toot. He blows 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he played, he made the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Tootly-addle, tootly-addle, toot-toot. He pulls it 8 to the bar. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, because he knows how to play when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks him up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 da. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
What do you think of that, Mr. Just Mike?
Can I tell you something? That is cool. I used to work in the slot department at Trump Plaza, and they had these William games. They had the same tune on that, but they didn't sing. It used na 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 na. And my supervisor one night when it was slow kept playing it over for something to do for like 20 minutes. We didn't fall asleep. So can I tell you something? That rendition, we needed something like that. That is awesome. Like that's simplistic, good voices. I'm looking forward to seeing the video because I take it they dress up in the
You got to see the video because it is even more bright sunshine for the day and smiles. I mean, here's the all right. So now let's talk about who these members are. I got a little bit of a soundbite here I took from one of their videos of them introducing themselves, okay? And this is they are definitely from Britain. They got what they call the Yorkshire accent. So do your best to understand this, but still, it is good. I'm going to let them introduce themselves with this soundbite. Here we are.
My name is Amelia. I'm 13 years old and I sing mezzo, which is the middle harmony.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way.
I'm Sienna. I sing soprano, which is the highest harmony, and I'm 14 years old.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way.
I'm Lottie. I'm 12 and I sing alto, which is the lower harmony.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way.
I think it's really fun because I don't get to sing low that much, and it's such a difference in your voice when you have to sing low.
And the company jumps when he plays reveille.
All right. Did you hear that? Did you hear their names?
Yes, I heard the girl was like 13, 14, and 14 or something. But the way they do it, soprano.
Amelia 13, middle harmony. Sienna 14, soprano. Lottie 12, alto lower harmony. I probably butchered your names there, girls. I'm sorry, but anyway, is that just incredible? I mean, my God, they are doing shows.
You know what's the incredible thing, Wayne?
Yes.
I'm going to be 55 tomorrow. Okay, November 3rd. I'm going to head up 13, 14 there. There's like they don't even hit 40, and it's like there's still age of me left over. You can put like 5 of them in there and get away with it. That's crazy. But the sound of voice, they sound like they're in their 20s.
Yes, I mean, they got such good control of their voice. I mean, because we always nerd for people who can sing and really got control of their voice. And you got to see the music video that they have created. Again, Bright of Sunshine, Smiles, and something to put brightness in your day. None of that gloomy, stuff that we're dealing with here today.
That's cool. That's needed.
And they are doing shows around Yorkshire, I guess. Some of the other songs they're doing, because they are doing the 40s theme. There's the Sentimental Journey, Straighten Up and Fly Right, Candyman, Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, Johnny,
the Candyman.
Candyman.
Oh, wow. So they're revamping, they're revamping older stuff and making it new on their twist. That's awesome.
Well, that is kind of their theme, and their little hook is that they got the whole attire going from World War II, but it's in such, I mean, it's seriously, I mean, if you look at it, what it was back then, it was to make people's lives brighter, that music was. And here it is doing it again. Things, nerdom has come full circle on us again, thank goodness.
That is good, because that's the next generation of nerds.
That is, I have to say.
We're not calling you nerds, we're just older guys listening to you, so you don't think you're nerds, but whatever it turns out, it's future nerds we're looking for to keep this going, keep people entertained, just in a positive, light way on the mind.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link for the music video, in the description down below. I'll put a few other connections on there, links on where to go follow the Duchy Darlings, because these young ladies deserve it for what they are doing. I hope they realize the smiles that their voices bring to people, okay? Seriously.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now, here's...
And guys, don't be scumbags and write nasty stuff to little kids. They're under the age of 18, should do that anyway. But let's be positive about this and write, good stuff like, thank goodness for this. It brightens up my day. We need more stuff like this in the radio. What's that, iTunes and all that. So we need more of this. We need
a lot more of this. And I think we're going to be seeing good things come from the Duchy Darlings. I do have, every interview person that we've ever had on the podcast has either been a local here in Vegas or someone who was touring through. But I don't know, I can't say it, but I will try to reach out to their management team and see if there's a possibility we can get them as guests on the Shiny Squirrel Nerdlings podcast and talk to them. I would love to be the first American podcast to talk to them, get them going.
That would be awesome. And talking about spice from the past, you haven't known one. You saw, we did Johnny, the toy guy from the Porn Stars at the time, from the show.
Yes.
You're going to redo a podcast with him. That's going to be awesome. I
haven't gone over to talk to Johnny Jimenez yet, but I will. I'm just very busy right now.
But that's awesome. And then you got these, hopefully, reach out. They'll do an interview with us, 5, 10, 15 minutes. That would be a podcast. That'd be awesome.
It will. So I'll reach out to them. I don't know. I'll do the best I can. It'll probably take a couple of weeks to get things figured out or whatever it is, all the technical stuff. But I would love to have them on the podcast. I remember our interview outside of Red Rock Casino with Phil Van Vogt and his wife, God rest her soul. That was cool too. He was like, "I'm the real deal, baby." And he was from the '60s, from Paul Revere and the Raiders, for sure. Okay, so anyway, Duchy Darlings, we support you, and we got to get your music out there, because you are a ray of sunshine and good stuff for the soul today in the world we live in.
You're not kidding. That is awesome. we need more ray of light to them, just to have, like you said, more stuff regenerated from people that are passing away from our military, from the from World War II, World War I, II, and we put that out there. Maybe they can, you never know. Maybe they can get a wave with people young, middle aged, older. Maybe they have the whole following ahead of them, which would be awesome. That would be great.
who knows what they could do with their career, because, you know, it's like Bananarama, they were doing stuff that was within their own genre, but then they started broken out and they did that Beatles cover of Help. You know, who knows? I mean, I could first see the Duchy Darlings like doing for their style of singing, doing the Beach Boys cover of Barbara Ann or something like that.
That would be cool. Or Surfing USA.
Something like that. I could picture them. I could imagine them doing that with their voice talents, definitely. Okay.
You're not kidding.
So, anyway, thank you, Duchy Darlings. We appreciate you, and we're going to push you. Okay, so on with our regular... We now return you to our regularly scheduled podcast.
From Hollywood, the music capital of the world, it's Name That Tune. And now, the star of our show, Tom Kennedy.
All right, I haven't played the theme song in a while, but this is where we are continuing to do the Name That Tune, where Jersey Mike, or Just Mike as he is known as this week, where he's going to have to guess a tune from the past or from a movie or something, and some other tips, cueing him in with some sounds and some trivia with it, also with isolated instrumentation. Okay, are you ready, Mr. Mike?
Ready to roll.
All right, so this particular song, I'm going to give you the name of the movie. It's from 1989, August 16th, the movie by John Hughes, who wrote and directed it, Uncle Buck, John Candy.
Oh, you gotta love that movie. Oh my gosh. He scares the hell out of that kid in that one scene, and he goes, yeah, try me.
That's it. Yes, he had, I mean, the soundtrack was so good, and it had a lot of highlights in it, okay? So, the song we are looking at is from, the artist's real name is Anthony Terrell Smith. He's an American. He, at the time when he put the song out, he was 22 years old.
Oh my God.
He's 59 years old now, okay?
Oh, wow.
So, before I play you our first isolated instrumentation of the song that we're going to focus on here, that you're going to be guessing, there was a sampling controversy, okay? So I'm going to read this directly from the Wikipedia page. The song uses an uncredited sample of Van Halen's Jamie's Cryin'.
Oh my God.
Van Halen's management...
Jamie's crying.
Exactly. Van Halen's management at the time asked for a flat fee, credit in some reports to be $5,000 as payment to have the song sampled by a particular artist. Apparently, the sampling decision was made without consulting the band's original members. Credited as co-authors of the song, they had no idea Wild Thing, oh shit, I just told you, forget that, would become a major hit. A subsequent lawsuit was settled out of court, Van Halen receiving $180,000 as settlement payment.
Wow.
Okay, so I thought we would start with an isolated track of the guitars here, and it's very brief. They used a very brief sampling of it, okay? So here we are on this. Here we go. All right, you're probably already close to guessing what it is. I'm going to guess you're close to guessing what it is.
We're close. We don't have it yet.
All right, shall I?
It's too short of a thing because it's like, man.
Well, they used a very short sample of it to create on a looping effect, you know, and that's how they got this thing going. So let me play you the drum track now of this particular song, okay? All right, here we are.
Let's see it.
Here we are. It's actually a very simple song.
I would have guessed it by now, honestly.
Go ahead and guess it. Go ahead.
Wild Thing. I would have had it on that because that's lyrics that if you've been older like myself, nerdism. You know that wow thing. You make my heart. You would just know it by that.
Yes, that is it. That is true.
That's
Just
like
by
the
that.
signature. That's like the signature scoop that you would know. Like you said, the hook. Like the way they do that. You would love that because they did it. I wonder if Tone Loc's Funky Cold Medina took part of that out of it, and it sounds like it in a way, if you know what I mean.
Probably so, because it's. I mean, the album was called "Loked After Dark," released in about like a year before Uncle Buck came out, October 1988. The album went number 2 in the U.S., number 3 in the U.K., top 20 in Australia. So it was well known, and I think it also had a really good push on it because it was very similar. Since you had that connection to Jamie's Crying from Van Halen, I was thinking it has a connection sort of in the vein of Aerosmith's work with Run DMC.
Yeah, Walk This Way, where Steven Tyler goes through the thing and the microphone boom in the video.
That's what I was thinking. So I got the file here. I want to play it. This is the isolated vocals of the entire song, okay? Because and I've compressed it a little bit so that the space is taken out, but still, it's pretty good. You can actually, isolated vocals are unique because you can actually hear more details in the song of what's being chosen. So here goes, just some. Here we go.
Working all week, 9 to 5 for my money. So when the weekend comes, I go get live with the honey. Rolling down the street, I saw this girl when she was pumping. I winked my eyes, got into the ride, went to a club, was jumping. Introduced myself as low, she said, you're a liar. I said, I got it going on, baby doll, and I'm on fire. Took her to the hotel. She said, you're the king, so be my queen, if you know what I mean. And let's do the wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Shopping at the mall, looking for some gear to buy. I saw this girl, she gon' rock my world, and I had to adjust my fly. She looked at me and smiled and said, you have plans for the night? I said, hopefully if things go well, I'll be with you tonight. So we journeyed to a house, one thing led to another. I get in the door, I go hit the floor, looked up and it was a mother. I didn't know what to say. I was hanging by a string. She said, hey, you too. I was once like you, and I like to do the wild thing. Wild thing. She loved to do the wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Please, baby, please. Posse in effect. Hanging out is always hype. And with me and the crew leave a shindig, I'm with a girl who's just my type. Saw this luscious little frame, I ain't lying, fella, she was fine. This sweet young Miss Cole gave me a kiss and I knew that she was mine. Took her to the limousine and still parked outside. I tipped the chauffeur when it was over and I gave her my own ride. Didn't get her off my jock, she was, I likes that and cling. But that's what happens when bodies start slapping from doing the wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. She wanted to do the wild thing. Please, baby, please. Wild thing. Wild thing. Doing a little show at the local discotheque. This fine young chick was on my jock, so I said, what the heck? She wanted to come on stage and do a little dance. So I said, chill for now and maybe later you'll get your chance. So when the show was finished, I took her around the way. And what do you know, she was good to go without a word to say. We was all alone and she said, Tone, and let me tell you one thing. I need $50 to make you holler. I get paid to do the wild thing. Say what? Yo, love, you must be kidding. Yo, Walk, you ready? Let's break out of here. Hasta la vista, baby. Wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing.
The isolated vocals there of Tone Loc's Wild Thing. It's very...
Didn't they in the movie, wasn't it Major League, what's his name, Charlie Sheen was the pitcher and they called him the Wild Thing?
Yes.
That might have been, yeah.
Yes.
So they've used this song and Tone Loc picked it up in a lot of good ways. You know what I mean? That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, because I think with that, they also used the song by the original, the Troggs main title version of Wild Thing.
Imagine a name like that nowadays, the Troggs. I mean, those were days where people, come on, if you went out to go, bourbon or a drink or a whiskey or something. You went out and did it, not this camouflaged. Oh, I'm going to put a little what do you call it? Little umbrella in it. This is that. Things have changed so much, aren't they?
It has. It is. I mean, again, I'm still talking about it. That's why I kind of like the idea of pushing the Duchy Darlings. They are a good group.
I think so too.
But anyway, in the movie of Uncle Buck, they didn't play the song that had the vocal to it. They played the basic instrumental of it, which was referred to as the Wild Beats mix. And it's the part where John Candy is going into the school, and he is having a appointment meeting with the principal, and he has to put his cigar out, and he goes into the restroom, but it's the kindergartner's bathroom.
Put on a little kindergarten thing.
Yes.
Kindergarten urinal. That was cool.
Yes, and he has to kneel down, and then the music dies down, and then he has his confrontation with the head principal, who has like a big growth on her chin. If you remember that.
That's one we should do. Famous Principals, Mr. Belding, the one from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We should do one on Principals one day.
Keep that thought.
Remember, you don't. I like that.
Keep that thought. We can come back to that because we still got more of the John Hughes movies that we're going through here. So keep that and remind me in the future for sure.
That's 2026.
That's probably so. You're right on that. 2026. So here's what I was going to do. I was going to play the Uncle Buck Wild thing, full scene with the music from the Wild Beats version, and let it go into the dialogue that he has with the principal, because again, it's still some great John Candy, Uncle Buck comedy going on there.
Awesome.
All right, here we are. Okay, that's it.
Hey, can I tell you something? That was good because you did like older.
Just looking.
Next.
Tell you what, let me go in there first, okay? I'll cover for you. Give you a little more time out here, relax.
Okay.
All right? Morning.
I'm Anita Horgarth.
Buck melanoma. Molly Russell's wart. Not her wart. Not her wart. I'm the wart. She's my tumor. My growth. My pimple. I'm Uncle Wart. Just old Buck Wart Russell. That's what they call me. Or melanoma head. They'll call me that. Melanoma head's coming. I'm sorry, Uncle. Maisie Russell's uncle. I'm her uncle. Her mother set up this conference with you.
I'm assistant principal here, as you've probably noticed from the indications on the door.
This door?
The outer door.
The outer door?
Yes.
Because there's nothing on this one.
That's just about enough of that.
Sorry.
I've been an educator for 31.3 years, and in that time, I've seen a lot of bad eggs. I say eggs because at the elementary level, we are not dealing with fully developed individuals. I see a bad egg when I look at your niece. She is a twiddler, a dreamer, a silly heart. She is a jabberbox. And frankly, I don't think she takes a thing in her life or her career as a student seriously.
She's only 6.
That is not a valid excuse. I hear that every day and I dismiss it.
I don't think I want to know a 6-year-old who isn't a dreamer or a silly heart. And I sure don't want to know one who takes their student career seriously. I don't have a college degree. I don't even have a job.
Does anyone have a special story to tell a class about something that happened this week? Maisie.
My uncle was microwaving my socks and the dog threw up on the couch for about an hour.
Honest?
Yes.
Why was your uncle microwaving your socks?
He can't get the goddamn washing machine to work.
Blasphemer! But I know a good kid when I see one. Because they're all good kids. Until dried out, brain-dead skags like you drag them down and convince them they're no good. You so much as scowl at my niece or any other kid in this school and I hear about it, I'm coming looking for you. Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. Good day to you, madam.
Next.
Ah, yeah.